Testing, mic 1, 2, 3. We testing the mic, testing the mic, testing the mic. Guess what we're drinking today? But wait, if it's your first time to Sipping Tea with Eve, welcome. I'm Eve. Sipping Tea with Eve is a relaxed space for us to take care of ourselves, reflect on lessons, happy dance on blessings when it comes to how we show up as leaders. Let's get this tea brewing. Hey, you already know what time it is. It is Sipping Tea with Eve. Get your tea out. We're going to have a nice time. And of course, we start off with the tea of the day. Then we lead over to the strategy, the tip, and leadership and motivation that I have for you all. I've been collecting some very interesting notes through my lived experiences to be able to share with you. Also, thank you again for always tuning in and listening. As you can see, I've converted over to making video podcasts. People say they want to see me, they want to see my face, they want to see my facial expression. So here I am in all my glory. So first things first, let's go ahead and get our tea. I am drinking a blend, and this blend is supposed to support memory, helping in functions of memory. I don't think whatever age you are, do everything you can to keep this brain in tip-top shape. So this blend, I did not come up with it myself. My friend, actually, Carla, love you, boo, my El Salvadorian boo. Salvation for life. She gave me this blend. She bought it from Alive Herbals, and again, they're not sponsoring me. I'm not being paid to promote their company, but if you want me to, feel free to reach out to me down in the description. My contact information is there. Connect with me on LinkedIn. I will happily taste teas and give my reviews of them on the podcast. So this blend for the memory tea by Alive Herbals on 95th Halsey Street in Brooklyn. So go to www.aliveherbal.com. It's made up of ginkgo leaf, hibiscus flower, eleuthera root, gotu kola herb, parsley flakes, alfalfa leaf, bilberry leaf, and organic ginger root. It is so good. It is so earthy, but at the same time, the hibiscus gives it a sweet flavor. But the smell of it is not even floral. It actually smells very fruity, and I feel like something else is giving it that fruity smell. I love it. It comes like in like a tinge of red. You probably can't see it. I'll show you what it looks like in here. I think in English this is called a sieve, I think. A sieve, like a mini sieve. I don't know. A little strainer. Please feel free in the comments to let me know what this is called. But I love it. So here it is. I put my tea in here, and then I go ahead and put my water in a bowl because I love drinking tea from a bowl. That's my business. Tabitha Brown. And then I take my little sips. It's so good. It is so good. I would in the summer cold brew it as well because it just tastes so good. Doesn't need any sugar, anything at all. So we'll talk about Gingko Biloba first. And Gingko Biloba, it looks like a fan. It's very flat as a leaf. And it is also known as the maiden hair tree. It is a species native to China. So it's known for memory, and it's also known for improving circulation. It dilates blood vessels, which is really good. We want to keep the blood pumping. So if you haven't had ginkgo, go get some. It's great. It's good for you. Memory. That's what we want. So now let's pivot over into the tip of the day. So I'm currently in a therapy group where people are basically navigating their experiences receiving healthcare in like Western health models and whatnot. And our group got together and did an exercise, and I really loved the exercise, and I wanted to share it with you. So this strategy, this tip, this leadership perspective is coming from the place of like making sure you take the time to really know what you're about, like what you bring to the table. And but then also be aware of like what stops you from bringing like your best self to the table. So the exercise is basically like, what are your superpowers, who's your nemesis, and what are you going to do to like beat your nemesis, like get them out of the picture. And when you think about it, I don't know, maybe I love it because I love cartoons. That's like my best way to decompress. What I love about this exercise is that I realized that even in cartoons, every single episode, they're usually fighting the same type of arch nemesis. Like they keep coming back and they have to keep constantly making the decision to go defeat them and then be ready to prepare themselves for the next episode when they have to defeat them again. You know, like think of like Batman and Joker, or Scooby Doo. They, solving crimes. Eliza Thornberry always trying to save the animals from the poachers. I love Eliza Thornberry. So I think it's quite interesting that the way that this exercise was framed, I realized that even like in the context of those cartoons, the superheroes had to consistently choose, to go ahead and defeat their arch nemesis over and over and over again. And many of the times the biggest blocker that we have to make achievements, to get over our hurdles, is ourselves. So this exercise is really cool. So I'll basically run through it, like what my answers were, and you could go ahead and do it too. So the 3 superpowers that I said that I have is that I'm a revolutionary, I'm an advocate, and I make healing a lifestyle. That's what I said my 3 superpowers are. I love that. And I would say when you do this exercise, for me, what made it more impactful, instead of thinking about like maybe necessarily all the things that you do, think about the person who you're being. Like, I want to be revolutionary. I want to be an advocate. I want to be healed, but in order to be healed, I have to make healing like a practice. I want to be healing. I want to be healed. I want to be a healer. So for me, I translated that to making healing a lifestyle. And I think sometimes if you shift from the things of do to be, you could like envision yourself in it a lot more. And then for me, for the nemesis, I said that my nemesis today is Rebecca. And just to give you some context, Rebecca is the name of the itty bitty committee in my head, the person who needs to sit down, the negative. She's basically the negative self-talk that I have. And it's bad. I feel like I have like a PhD in negative self-talk. And a lot of people would probably be shocked or be like, wait, what? You of all people who like hype people up and always standing in other people's corners. Look, I have to, in order for me to do that, I have to get past Rebecca. And how I get past Rebecca, because she's my arch nemesis, the negative self-talk is my arch nemesis, is by putting her on trial. It's something that I learned in therapy, putting the negative self-talk on trial and asking the negative self-talk, well, where's your evidence, for, discounting me or telling me that I'm not worthy enough or I can't take up space. Those are some of the things Rebecca usually says to me that I have to like put her on trial and be like, actually, I have receipts that say otherwise. So I really love that exercise, and I would encourage you to do that exercise yourself. Just like sit down, think about what are your 3 superpowers, and frame them around like who do you want to be, not necessarily the things that you do. And who's your arch nemesis? Like, what is that? Like, it could be a behavior that you have, like a pattern that you want to break, and then actually write down how will you defeat that arch nemesis. I think it's a really powerful exercise, and it's a good thing to like kind of have up somewhere so that you can see. So I hope you love that. Hope it was helpful to you. And remember to keep cultivating your joy today and stay sipping. See you next episode. Peace.